It's a revolution. It's a
Matt. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's React here, and today I'm bringing you a new video. And in this video, I'm gonna be starting a new series called Story Time. And what's gonna be happening in Story Time is I'm gonna just be telling a story. I've been on Earth for 15 years, and I think I've developed quite a few stories to tell. Now, what you're gonna be seeing in the background is some crazy TDM gameplay that I got like a couple weeks ago, and I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna use this for this first ever story time episode. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Alright, so the setting is kindergarten. Alright, so this was about 10 years ago, and I was 5 years old. I was just chilling in kindergarten because what you do in kindergarten, you don't learn anything. All you learn is pretty much how an apple tastes and what color an orange is. But so all you do is just go there and play. So one particular day, it was a sunny day, everybody was laughing, everybody was smiling. I go into kindergarten class just thinking like, wow, today's gonna be a great day. And then for some reason there was a big ass cooler looking box in the middle of the classroom. Now everybody was looking at this thing like, what is it? And it looks like a cooler, but it's not a cooler. It's like a big plastic cooler looking thing that has a lid, and it was so cool, and everybody thought, wow, we could stuff people in there. Literally, that's what I was thinking at least. So obviously I'm gonna be the one that tells somebody to get in the box. So what do? I tell somebody to get in the box, and then the kid wusses out, so I tell another kid to come in the box. He's like, okay. So he goes in the box, I take the lid and I slam it, then everybody starts sitting on the box so he doesn't get out. And the kid's trying to act tough. He's like, oh yeah, I don't really care, you guys can sit on the box. And then a minute later he starts weeping, like wee, and then we're like, oh shit, we gotta let him out the box. And then before we got off, like right when he jumped off to take off the lid, the assistant teacher came. And pause for a moment, if you guys don't know, in kindergarten I had 2 teachers, and I think the whole city that I live in that has kindergarten buildings in it, they all have 2 teachers. So that's pretty much how kindergarten runs here. So you have a main teacher, the one that handles your grades and all that stuff, and then the assistant teacher. The assistant teacher pretty much does like all the dirty work. Not like she teaches, but she doesn't teach the main stuff, but she does like all the cleaning and all that weird stuff, but that doesn't matter. So the assistant teacher comes and she takes the lid. I don't know why she didn't take the whole box, but she just took the lid so we don't close it. I think she wanted us to play with it, like she just left it there or whatever. But she takes the lid so we don't do anything violent with it. So I'm just like, you know what? Okay, whatever. And then like at the corner of my eye, I see her take the lid and put it behind like a, what do you call it? Like a cabinet, like a big tall cabinet that like you put stuff in, whatever. So she hides it behind there, and I don't know if she thought we didn't see her, but I obviously did. It's like, bro, I have eyes. So I go over there when she left. Obviously she had to leave. She left. I go grab the lid. I'm like, yeah, guys, I got the lid, and everybody's like, oh yeah, man, you're the man. So I said, who wants to volunteer to get back in the box? So this one kid, he's like, I'll go in the box, and then he goes in the box. And then another dude goes, I'll go in the box too. And I'm like, oh shit, 2 people going in the box. So these 2 kids get in the box, and they fit pretty well. This box was huge. Think about it, we're all like 4 feet tall or something. So 2 of us could fit in there. So we close the lid. None of us sit on it because we don't want any crying or anything to happen. I remember that specifically, like we didn't want nobody to cry for the first kid. So we're just chilling there, and then he's like, start pushing us, and I'm like, oh shit, can this thing move? So obviously this thing was pretty big, and like 2 4 foot tall kids probably weigh about 80 to 100 pounds, and I was like, oh shit. I try to push it. I could push it slowly, barely. So then 2 other kids just come on, jump on, and then we're just pushing. And then it's going faster, and then all of a sudden like half of the class is sitting here just pushing this box around the classroom, and all of a sudden the assistant teacher comes back and she goes, what are you doing? And then we're all like, oh shucks. And then she comes, she takes the lid, and then she hides it. I don't know where she hides it actually. I forgot. Wow, it's been so long I forgot that part. It's not really important. I find the lid again, we put it back, and then obviously I want it to be pushed now because it was so fun. But I said not to keep the lid, not to put the lid on. I mean, so I sit in the box. People are starting to push it around, and then the assistant teacher comes back, and she goes, "Are you kidding?" But she takes me, grabs me by the arm, takes me out the classroom. Only me. She's acting like I was the one responsible for everybody doing this stupid stuff. Like, come on, man. So she grabs me by the arm. She takes me to the office, and I'm just sitting there like, what the heck? Because I've never been to the office before, so I'm just like chilling there, like, oh, do I get to go home? And all of a sudden, the principal is a scary ass dude, bro. He doesn't have a big beard, but he has like a patchy ass beard that just makes him look more intimidating. He's bald and shit, so he's just looking at me. He goes, "Well, you being bad today?" or something like that. Or he's like misbehaving or something. I'm just like, no, I was just playing with the box. Like, I was being straight up honest. Like, how could you punish me for playing with the box that you intentionally left there? So I'm just sitting here like, whatever, just hit me or something. And then the principal, he says, "Come to my office." So he takes me to his office. We sit there, and he calls my parents, and my mom and dad come, and they're just like, whatever. Like, they didn't really care. So what happens is I got to go home, and then I got to chill for like the rest of the day. And then the next morning I came to school, and then like I did my usual shit. The box wasn't there anymore, so I'm like, all right, whatever. And it was a normal day. It was a normal day at kindergarten now. And then when I was trying to go home, I seen that my dad wasn't there. Usually my dad comes to pick me up, but he wasn't there. I'm like, oh shit. And then I go to the teacher and said, "Oh, my dad's not here." And she's like, "Oh yeah, you got detention." I'm like, oh shucks, no way. And then she took me to the office, and then the office took me to a separate classroom where a bunch of other kids had detention. We were all just chilling there for like 30 minutes, I think. I couldn't really tell time, so I didn't know. So I think it was like 30 minutes to an hour. And then yeah, that's what happened. I got detention for playing with a box, and all the responsibility got pinned on me. And I was pretty mad. I was pissed, bro. I like imagine you and your friends do something bad, and you know it's bad, and then all of a sudden they get freed, and then you're the only one that has to be punished. It's like, god damn, man, this is not fair. I demand justice. But yeah, that's all I have for this week, ladies and gentlemen. Next week I'll bring you another video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you later, guys.